안녕하세요, 저는 로키입니다. Welcome to today's video, guys, where we are going to be reacting to some more ONLYONEOF, and today's video is a special video because it has been requested by the Galaxy tier over on Patreon, and this one goes out to the lovely Paisley. So Paisley, thank you so much for all of your amazing love and all of your amazing support that you always show me over here, not only on YouTube but also over on Patreon as well, and for requesting a group that I have actually become recently very interested in. Now, ONLYONEOF, some of you guys who are watching today's video might know my journey with them, at least through Libido so far, which I think is just an absolutely fucking crazy song. Like, there is so many crazy things about the music video, about the song itself, and just the concepts, of course, that they were working on as well. So I found it extremely interesting. It was crazy really to just kind of like step through that with you guys, and really what's the word, shocking, but in a good way. Like, it had a really good type of like shock value to actually get me interested in them as well. So I'm of course really excited for today because we have got a little bit of like a I guess you could say like building on that, so building kind of on where we left off. And I know that I do have a is it called like the guilty version or the guilty pleasure version? I can't remember exactly what it's called, but I know that there is a second version of Libido that I'm yet to react to as well, so I will be getting to that, do not worry. But today we've got 5 MVs in 5 songs subsequently as well. So we have got Savanna, Time Leap, Sage, we have got Angel, produced by Grey. Now I'm wondering, is that Grey as in like Korean Grey? Because I know that there's also like another Grey, say, that Ace recently worked with, but I'm pretty sure that this would be Korean Grey. I'm pretty sure, like the hip-hop / R&B artist. Anyway, I'm pretty sure. And then we have got a song of ice&fire, and let's just see who that is, produced by Groovy Rim. Okay, easy. So I'm really excited for them. I don't really know anything about them, of course. I do just know that they are definitely a group that seems to enjoy challenging the norms, and they do it extremely well in a very eye-catching way. So I'm really excited to obviously see what we have got. Of course, if you guys would like to go and check out the Patreon, we do have some ONLYONEOF videos over there. We don't really have too much. We've just got dance practices pretty much at the moment that were part of a request over there as well. But do definitely go and give it a look if you guys happen to be interested in anything else. And of course, if you guys want to go and follow my socials such as Instagram or Twitter, then they will also be down in the description below. But let's get straight into it today. Let's go ahead and give Savanna a massive old like. Let's go full screen. Let's start our reaction in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. ONLYONEOF. Now 80. They are under. Well, I actually quite like that to begin with. The MV is cool already. Hey. Hey, hey. The Ring of Fire? Ooh. What do we do? Hey, hey. I love that instrumental so far. It's sounding really cool. Did they just hit the wall? Hey. Hey, hey. Oh. Ride me on the river of time. Oh. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Beach from Savanna. They are very oh, that is sick. That effect on that car. They're very like, oh, the vocals. They're very like unapologetically sensual, and I love that, you know. Hey, hey. I really vibe this MV. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. You're like a beach from Savanna. I really vibe this. It's really interesting, but their concept as well, I have to say, I really enjoy. That like very light, dreamy vibe that this beat brings. You know, it's like, it's sensual, you can vibe to it, the lyrics are beautiful, like, very, you know, like, let's get wet together, let's like, what would they say, like, ride my body on the wave of time or something like that? Or let's ride on the wave of time? Like, very interesting lyrics, but also on top of that, the instrumental paired with their vocals, so smooth, so pretty. Wow, I really enjoyed that. That MV is really freaking cool as well. I think the main thing that I get from them so far though, like I was saying a little bit earlier, is that they are unapologetically themselves. And I really vibe that. I said this in the libido reaction because I think it was particularly prominent there. Like, I love how they are so not afraid to kind of like challenge the industry standard on what it means to be a boy group and challenge this idea of like, you know, not only just like prevailing social norms and whatnot, but also just, and this is like a bit of an extension, I think, on my rant that I had in like the libido reaction. So go and check that out. Link down in the playlist below, of course, if you guys want to go and give it a look. But it's like, you know, not only are they completely unafraid to challenge like the societal norms, like the social norms, of course, that prevail at the moment about like gender, about sexuality and all of that type of stuff as well. But, you know, they are so like, what's the word? Like, it's not a hyper masculine. Their concept is not like hyper masculine. It's not so in your face, like, yeah, look at us, like, you know, we're men, like we're a boy group or anything like that. And, you know, I really vibe the fact that what I've seen from them so far seems to be neither here nor there in terms of like that line. Like, they really just kind of like, they seem to flow really freely on that spectrum of like masculinity, if you want to put it that way, if that makes sense. I'm probably not making the most sense right now. It is still quite early in the morning, so I do apologize, but I guess what I'm trying to say is that I like how they have like a much softer concept. It's actually quite relaxing, I think, because it is a little bit more relaxing and refreshing than what we see, that like the Sangnamja type concepts, like the, you know, like the real man, the real strong, like, you know, the real man type concept that we often see come out with boy groups as well. But ONLYONOF, I'm really vibing them so far. Savanna was a really nice song. I love the beat, most of all though, and I would definitely have to say that you pair that with those really soft, smooth vocals, love it. Anyway, we've got Time Leap. Let's get straight into it. 3, 2, 1, let's go. I'm pretty sure these are in chronological order as well. They've got quite dreamy beats. Oh. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. I really like that guitar straight up though. Oh, the white aesthetic. Oh, vocals. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Okay, I vibe it. It's probably Like, not as much my style as Savanna is, but I vibe it. Oh! Like, I love his flow there. Only bad thing is that his rap wasn't long enough. I wish it was longer. Hey, hey. Dude, they're so handsome, man. Hey, hey. Although the chorus is quite catchy. Hey, hey. This is a really interesting scene that they've got there, where the car and then you got like the weight moving on the other side. Hey, hey. I think I found. Hey, hey. Like, since I said maybe it's not my style, it's already grown on me. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Let's go. Just want to go back. So we heard it at the start, we heard it at the end. I vibe that, you know. I think, of course, the time leap linked with that type of car, like the older looking car as well, really reminds me a lot of Back to the Future. So I'm not sure if that's what they were going for there, but I really vibe that first off. But also on top of that, as far as the beat is concerned, I was starting to think at the beginning, I was like, oh, I'm not too sure how I feel about this. I was like, do I like it? When would I listen to this? Because that's basically how I decide whether or not I like something or not. Like, I mean, of course, sometimes I can always think of when I would listen to something, but like, I enjoyed the beat enough to, you know, obviously start bopping to it. But then I was thinking like, oh, when would I listen to this? But then the hook really started to grow on me, and like that chorus became really catchy, and I thought like, okay, this is really nice. This is a lot nicer. And I think by the end of this song, I actually enjoyed it a lot more than I did initially when we obviously first started it. So I did quite enjoy that. The MV was obviously a lot more simple, not as much crazy editing as Savanna, but that is a-okay. That is perfectly 100% fine. Like I said though, with the rapper, I just wish that he got a little bit of a longer verse there though, because he sounds like he's got a really cool flow. I really like his tone as well. It's very clear, it's very punchy. So yeah, I really hope that of course we get to see a little bit more of that. But now we have got Sage or Kuon, so without any further ado, let's get into it. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Alright. So this must be the intro. Very cinematic looking already. Oof. Oh. CG looking crazy. Is that Mary? Is that a crucifix he was just looking through? Oh shit, this is... Oh, I just noticed. Wait, what? 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 What is this? What is this bass? This bass line? Hey. Hey, what? Hey. Oh. Oh god. These glasses look dope too. Is that like a portal that's behind them? Okay. I'm gonna turn this up a bit. Oh shit, my man's got his shirt open. Oh. Hey. Boom, boom, boom. I love that. Oh. Na 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 na. Hey, hey. Wow. Okay. Very interesting. Wow. Interesting instrumental. Hey, hey. It almost seems like we've got like Back to the Future references there again with the car, like that car with the headlights. Ooh, this is hitting way harder than the first one. Like, I feel like this second chorus. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, I like that. Adds like so much intensity to the song. Can't get you off my mind. Okay. Hey, hey. Vibing the choreo. I'm still trying to figure out what this device is. Is it a portal, like a gateway or something? Oh, the vocals. Alright, we floating above Earth. God damn. Those spinning heads with the cross on them? Freaky as fuck. Dude, my man getting his solo choreo. Shit. Hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Those strings in the back too. Sinking into the Dead. Dude, I really vibe that. You know, I would say so far, out of all of the songs that we've heard, this must be their new intro as well. Out of all of these songs that we've heard, I definitely think that Sage and Savanna are probably my favorite. Time Leap I enjoy as well, but yeah, Sage, dude, that's got a very interesting instrumental. I definitely have to say as well that God, what was I gonna say? I keep going to say something and then straight away it's like, nah, see ya, and it's really fucking annoying me. I'm so sorry, guys, but yeah, basically like Sage or Kuon, right? The music video to begin with, I think is incredible. Like, it was crazy, it was creepy straight from the outset. It was very how can I put it? It does a really great job of like drawing you in, and you're like, wow, like what's going on here? What's happening? What's going to happen? I do not understand a single fucking thing that happened. I have absolutely no idea. All I know is that that lady was like suspended within that device or something like that, and can't get you off my mind on the cars. The scrapyard type setting that we were in, I really enjoyed as well. Choreo looked dope. Cinematic color grading, so it looked really beautiful as well. But I definitely love that instrumental. At the first chorus, the only thing I was wondering, and I don't know whether or not this is just because the sound was lower or not, but it didn't go as hard as I was expecting it to, because especially when we hear like that bass line come in that's like dung 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 dung, like it sounded like it was going to be like quite grimy, quite dirty, especially when it did drop. But then again, I think they built up to it nicely, because by the second time that we heard it in the second chorus, or the second drop should I say, it sounded a lot more impactful. And then of course we had those ad-libs in the background, like the yeah, which like made it super intense as well, way more intense anyway. So I really enjoyed that. I can actually see myself very actively listening to Sage and Savanna. I really enjoy those. This is quite a surprising video for me, at least already so far, because I've only listened to Libido, and then also pretty much seen their dance practices on Patreon, like I said, for some of their songs. And I know that some of those songs were their originals, and like I thought that maybe Libido, just because it was so out there, that maybe it was perhaps an outlier in their discography, and that I was kind of worried that maybe that might be the only song that I liked from them. I wasn't entirely sure, but I was kind of worried about that. I always do kind of get worried about that, especially when I really get into new groups, because I think like, oh, please live up to my non-existent expectations. But I hope that, of course, I can get into you guys more. But Savanna and Sage have been really good so far, so I'm definitely going to be listening to them more. But now we have got Angel, and then after that we have got a song of Ice and Fire. So without any further ado, let's give Angel a massive old like. Let's go full screen. 3, 2, 1, let's go. I vibe the intro. Wish it had sound though, but that's okay. Produced by Gray, part 1. Oh! Oh! You're my angel. Oh, Tenshi. So we got Angel written under the eyes. Yeah, so it's Gray, Korean Gray. Hey. Alright, immediately, this is a favorite. Sorry, y'all, I'll turn subs on for you. If there are any, there's not. Alright, I have things to say about my man's hair. So many people have talked about this already though. I love this instrumental straight up. The girls look amazing. Oh! Oh, let's go! Oh, let's go! That's sick! Oh! Hey, hey! Oh! Hey, hey! Dude, he's got such a beautiful voice. Such a beautiful face too. Why hide his eyes? AD, why? Why? I love this editing too, like the Mac edits. Oh, just those chords, man. I love it. Hey. I feel like I recognize that girl somewhere, from somewhere though. Oh, dude, there's so much going on there. Like, the drums. We got those drums. We got like those horns, it sounds like. Hey, hey. Get your choreo keys. Hey, hey. Oh, I love this. Get it. Let's go. Oh, I am incredibly impressed. I know her from somewhere, I swear to God. Her face looks so familiar. Hey, hey. Like those horns. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, I love that. The aesthetic as well. Like this, this like neon green. Hey, hey. Oh, I love this. Dude, we look like we're about to start a riot here too. Hey, hey. You're my angel. Oh. Oh. Here's where I fall in love with them. Here is where I fall in love with them. Maybe I've been speaking too soon, bro, but here is literally where I fall in love with them. That song was amazing. That was amazing. How, like, okay. So this got over 1 million, right? How many did you say? That's bullshit. This is criminal. This is criminal. 451,000 views for a song like that? That's ridiculous. It needs more. That's ridiculous. Straight on my playlist that goes. Dude, honestly, that everything about that song I enjoyed. I literally, I don't want to fault it, and I can't even if I tried. The thing is that, like, you know, just straight from the outset, we've obviously got a really catchy instrumental. I love the guitar chords that we start off with, and then it just really kind of like it really, like I said earlier, it draws you in, like in Sage, it draws you in. You get really interested by the music video as well too, because it's so colorful, it's so bright, it's in your face. We've got like what seems to be at least masked vigilantes, and of course I can see this relating to a whole like plethora of perhaps I guess you could put it like protests, protest movements, all of that type of stuff that it seems to be. But I'll wait for you guys to obviously kind of clue me in on the on that type of stuff in the comments below, in case they are of course using that, because it seems like they do. And how can I put it? It seems like they are very clued in and like quite often seem to utilize a lot of like very controversial topics or things like that as either imagery or, you know, as like, what's the word? English, let's go. English, let's go. It's like they use it as a motivation in a way to like spread a message that they possibly feel passionate about. Like very rarely do I think that we would see like say, especially like if you look at Libido, right? And Libido is like pretty much the only reference that I have for them so far. Like there are so many different themes, so many different things that they're obviously talking about in that MV, but not talking about at the same time. But they're talking about them nonetheless at the same time as well, if you kind of know what I mean. And so with this MV, it actually reminded me a hell of a lot of the group. Let's go. Come on. The Masked Vigilantes actually reminded me quite a lot of like Pussy Riot. If you guys are obviously aware of who they are, then you'll know what I mean. But it reminded me a hell of a lot of that. I don't know if that's got anything to do with it whatsoever anyway, and that's probably just me reading too much into things. But nonetheless, I thought it was really cool. It was really interesting the way they obviously utilized those masks as well. I think it looked, and it added like a very, how can I put it? It added like a very strong like personality to that song as well, if that makes sense. I don't know if what I'm saying makes any sense at all, but it was really cool obviously to see that. Of course, it was like neon green that we're seeing here as well. Then we've got those dancers. I don't know if that was them that was dancing, but we had like our man like body rolling and like, you know, like chest pumping and stuff like this as he was going down. I think the choreography looks absolutely amazing. It looks so goddamn dope, and I know the ONLYONOF are really, really famous for their choreography as well. I've of course been able to see that with my own two eyes. They are incredibly well synchronized. They seem to be extremely good dancers, but even based off of you know, how they sung this as well, they're beautiful singers, man. The rap goes so goddamn hard, but that beat, I can't get over it, man. That is so goddamn good. It's so catchy. The guitar chords are amazing. That drum, so goddamn good. And also on top of that, we have got that beautiful bass line, that very deep bass line. Kind of, I think in parts, I think it's in parts of the chorus. I'm pretty sure it was the chorus, or wait, was it the chorus or the pre-chorus? I can't exactly remember exactly which one it was, but we've got like those horns layered over the top of it as well. Sounds so goddamn dope. I'm pretty sure it's the chorus and the drop anyway, but I apologize for the lengthy explanation. I'm just trying to like lay my brain out on the table. I of course definitely don't always want to say, you know, like, oh, like they're being political about this or blah, 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 like this is happening here. So I do definitely just want to at least put that as a disclaimer. It's just probably what it reminded me of. So I could be way off there, but that's the beauty of reactions. Of course, we get a perspective, we get original thoughts. So hopefully everyone is all good with that. But anyway, we have got a song of Ice and Fire. So without any further ado, let's go ahead. Let's go and give it a massive old like. Full screen, 3, 2, 1, let's go. I'm actually kind of sad that this is the last song. Ooh. Now, wait, I'm gonna pause this before we get started. Am I tripping? Or did Angel say part 1? So this is May 21st. Produced by Gray, part 1. Right. And then this is, okay, so 3 months later, pretty much exactly 3 months later. Huh. Some of Ice and Fire. Ooh, I don't know why that gave me chills for a second. Okay, this is really cool. Oh. Come on. Hey. Dude, come on with the instrumental. Hey, okay. I remembered I had things to say. I'll talk about it. Hey. Oh. Hey. I'm sorry, y'all, if there's subs. I'm so sorry. Hey. Ooh. Hey. Dude, that choreo is so sharp. Ooh. Hey. Fire. Okay. I really like. Oh, he going hard. Hey, feel like I'm selling. Feel like I'm selling. Oh, dude, those layered vocals on that rap too. Hey. Oh, I love this instrumental. It seems like our man is our main dancer. He's got beautiful lines, man. I love how he dances. Oh. Hey. Oh, the vocals. Hey. We in an LED lit shipping container. Holy fuck. Hey, why does that look so good? What a bob. No, it's not finished. No way was that 3.5 minutes. What on earth, dude? What the hell? No way. Oh, that's ridiculous. Okay, look, well, shit. Well, YouTube tells me we're done. But, oh my god. Well, alright. I've got things to say. Now, a song of Ice&Fire. I really enjoyed. That MV was absolutely beautiful. I really enjoyed it. Of course, it's not anything crazy fancy. We're not like, you know, shooting at multiple locations and, you know, have an absolutely massive budget. But when you do it that well, I don't think that you need to. One, we're at a shipping yard. We've got shipping containers galore. Literally fucking, you know, shipping container fever dreams. I love that, right? I enjoy that type of aesthetic. I really think that the visuals look quite nice, especially when we're dancing inside the shipping containers as well. And of course, when the rapper starts out, we've got like a spotlight on that as well. I thought that that was really freaking cool, and just being able to see him kind of like up high surrounded by shipping containers. I don't know, somehow it looks really nice. Anyway, I don't like shipping containers that much, but still, it looked cool, you get it. The thing is, the beat when we went in, I was like, wow, this sounds really dope. And it followed Angel extremely well. I really enjoyed it. I think that definitely afterwards, like going into the chorus once again, on the first listen, I was like, okay, this is really good. It's interesting. I was expecting it to probably drop a little bit harder, but that being said, as we obviously went on in the song, I feel like it really builds and builds and builds and builds a hell of a lot more, like as you obviously listen to it. And I think I've seen that since Time Leap, at least so far. So I really enjoyed the song. The one thing I want to say is about my mans with the long hair. I have forgotten his name. You guys have told me in the libido reaction, and it seems like I'm gonna have to react to a guide anyway, because after today's incredible songs, there basically is no reason why I shouldn't get to know them better, because I pretty much have to. At this point, there is no way that I can let talent, at least like that go unnoticed, or at least fly under my radar purposely. Like I can't do that. I can't do that to myself, because then I'm missing out. But yeah, look, with my man's with the long hair, 8D, please let him see. Please let him see. We have seen him with the hair out of his face. He has a beautiful face. Let him see, please. I really, really hope that he's not like too uncomfortable with that haircut. I can imagine that it would be anyway as well. Like having it literally down to here reminds me of like Big Bang, like Taesung, like just with the hair quite literally like cut to here. Like how can you fucking see? And it would get in your eyes literally all the time too. Anyway, that is semantics about comfort and hair. But anyway, I really, really like them, man. I think that their entire concept, basically everything that they are going for, is really interesting. It's really cool. I know that unfortunately after Libido, they got, you know, quite a lot of flack from K-nets, and so many people were like, oh my god, like this song is terrible, and that's this and this is that. But you know, I think that they're an extremely unique group. There is definitely no one out there that is doing it like them at the moment, and I think that is an extremely big advantage for them, at least in terms of one, not only breaking through internationally but also within Korea as well. I think that it gives them like a very competitive edge, at least in that regard, when people are of course willing to listen and of course you know, get over certain prejudices that they might have, especially with the recent release. But I just have to say, I think that they are incredible dancers. Also on top of that, they dance literally like knife-like choreo. They are so well synchronized with each other, especially as we saw in A Song of Ice and Fire. I really enjoyed the fact that we got to see a lot more of their choreography in that as well. And on top of that, we actually did see quite a significant part of that in Angel as well. Now, as far as the tracks are concerned, there is literally 4 tracks that I'm immediately putting on my playlist, immediately, and they are Savanna, they are Sage, Angel, and then A Song of Ice and Fire. I'll put Time Leap on there as well, but I do have like a second listens playlist on Spotify that I kind of put certain songs on that I'm not entirely sure of. I did come to like it a hell of a lot more in the end, but I do just want to listen to it a little bit more. I think it'll probably take me maybe 1 or 2 listens, and then it'll move over to the main one where I'll obviously listen to it a hell of a lot more. If I had to rank these tracks like specifically, I would probably say I would go Angel, I would go Sage, Savanna, A Song of Ice and Fire, although they would be very close, like A Song of Ice and Fire and Savanna, and then also Time Leap, obviously at the end as well. But they were all incredibly good songs, and I am so excited to learn so much more about them. So I just want to say once again, Paisley, thank you so much for the amazing request. Love and appreciate you so goddamn much, man. Of course, if you guys enjoyed today's video, give it a like. Obviously, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss out on any more of my ONLYONEOF reactions, because I can promise you already there are going to be more, and hopefully there are going to be more in a large amount, or abundance should I say as well. So do definitely make sure to obviously stick around for that. When we do wind up getting around to album listening parties and live stages and all of that type of stuff, they will be over on Patreon. Do go and check out the Patreon if you guys are interested. There is not really much over there for ONLYONEOF at the moment, but I can promise you that there will be more very, very soon. And when I say very soon, I don't exactly know when, but I will want to react to them over there a hell of a lot more, especially with more time coming on my hands in June. So do go and check that out. Also, if you guys would like to go and check out my previous ONLYONEOF reactions so far that I've done, then the playlist is linked not only up in the cards above of this video, literally like right now. So if you go and check them out, then they'll be up there, but also it is linked down in the description below as well. So go and give that a look, as well as the socials, of course, if you guys would like to go and check them out. But anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. I love and appreciate you guys so damn much for all of your time, all of your patience with me as well in uploading this one quite a little while after Libido as well. But thank you once again to Paisley. Until next time, take care of yourselves out there, stay safe, but most of all and above all else, make sure that you guys are staying happy, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.